Let's cross live to Ambassador Lekxal, the Sahrawi Republic of Western Sahara's Deputy Permanent Representative to the African Union. Thank you so much for joining us. How do you assess France's position on the Morocco plan? Why would Western countries take that position?
Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to explain and to give our point of view on this issue. France's position is not new. It has always been siding with the illegal occupation and colonization of the Sahara since 1975. This is unfortunate, but this is the truth. France, as you have said in the presentation, has also other issues with many African nations, but in Western Sahara, it has always sided with the Moroccan occupation against the international law and against the United Nations solution. So we don't see anything new. We are really sad about the declaration of such position from a country that is supposed to be a member of the Security Council, permanent members, and should be part of the solution, or should at least support the efforts of the United Nations, instead of encouraging Morocco in continuing to put obstacles in front of the resolution to this conflict.
France and Morocco have very tense relations. From the outside, it looks like Paris is trying to somehow improve bilateral relations by sacrificing the people of Western Sahara who are striving for independence. Do you agree with this observation, and how fair is such a strategy?
I think that the problems that have been going on between France, the official France, and Morocco for a few years now, since Macron is president, is just a cloud in the relations between the two countries, because the interest between these two countries and the support of France has never stopped, has never changed, and it has also many times gone against the real interest of Europe and of France. It is clear that conflicts and wars is not in the interest of any nation, especially not for Europe, especially in the southern borders of Europe. You know that the Mediterranean and the northern countries in the Mediterranean are in a way a guarantor of the stability in Europe. And France and the European Union should do their best to try to resolve all pending issues, especially the conflict in Western Sahara, which is hindering the stability in the region. The Moroccan occupation, the Moroccan illegal occupation of Western Sahara is completely, putting obstacle to the integration of Northern Africa, and also putting pressure and putting obstacle to the boosting of relation between the southern and northern regions in the Mediterranean.
We see France suffering a large number of diplomatic defeats on the African continent. Do you think that supporting Morocco's plan can enhance the reputation of countries among the peoples of Africa?
Absolutely not. Absolutely. What France is doing now is supporting colonialism, again, new colonialism, and supporting an illegal occupation, military occupation, supporting human rights violations, supporting all sorts of crimes against humanity in Western Sahara. We have war since 2022, November 2022, in the region. France, in supporting the Moroccan and encouraging Moroccan so-called autonomy plan in Western Sahara, is supporting the continuation of this violation. We believe that this is the wrong strategy and tactic to follow by a nation that is supposed to play a role in Northern Africa or in Africa. We have seen how the previous colonialist strategies and policies of France have dramatically failed in many countries, in many African countries. They are failing in Western Sahara since 1975. No one in Africa supports the Moroccan occupation of Western Sahara. No one in the African Union supports the France position. So why should France go against the tide? Why should it continue in its colonialist policies in Africa?
And would you say that Western countries treat the people of Africa as equals, and why?
Absolutely not. This is really sad to say, but Africa has never and is still not treated as equal and still not given the opportunity to emerge. Africa has a big potential to add to the development of the European, of the Western, and of the world, because we have in Africa everything. We have resources, we have a younger population, we have a lot of potential to, if we are left alone. Unfortunately, the Western powers, most of them, or if I can say all of them, are treating Africa as a kid. They are not giving us the opportunity to really contribute our share to the development of humanity and of the world. And unless this stops, we will always have fights, struggles, and wars in the African continent.
To go back to your response about referencing neocolonialism, we can see that the trend towards combating neocolonialism is now gaining momentum in Africa. What can this trend lead to? Can Africa reconsider its relations with the West once and for all?
I think that the trend now, especially the new generation, are willing to fight back colonialism and neocolonialism and to get free from the grab of the West. And I believe personally, and many voices in Africa think that the West should wake up quickly and remedy and ameliorate its relation with African nations. They cannot continue treating us as their slaves, because this is how they treat us Africans so far. We are not their equals. They're not treating us as their equals, and they think that they have a certain right to think on our behalf, to take decisions on our behalf. And when any African voice, like African Union, have got a lot of beautiful ideas, beautiful goals that, if allowed, will make Africa a real great power internationally, a positive power, in fact, that will, in a way, balance this struggle between West and East. But unfortunately, we think that the current Western powers still didn't get it. Africa must be set free, period. Without this, without respecting Africa, without respecting the African decisions and interests, the situation between Africa and the West will go even worse.
Ambassador Lekxal, the Sahrawi Republic of Western Sahara's Deputy Permanent Representative to the African Union, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.